are the biggest movie stars in India, and we've accomplished everything that there is need to do in India. Wow. We won every Bollywood award.
We've been bringing the lights, the camera, and that Bollywood action for years, and we're going to continue to do it.
For us, it was like WWE and wrestlers were these comic book characters that came out of life. You know, it was like they had like larger-than-life muscles. They were like larger-than-life, you know, the hair, the tights, and like it was just like a comic book character, you know, that you could see visually in person, and it was just so surreal. And it's like, I would love to do that someday.
They're big, they're bold, they're the Bollywood Boyz. To the world, they're high-flying, high-rolling WWE superstars Sunil and Samir Singh. To those who know them, they're Gurv and Harv Sihra, and they come from humble beginnings that start in Burnaby, British Columbia.
We would make like toy wrestling belts, you know, the clothesline that your mom would hang the laundry on. and then we'd grab a ladder, and like a 20-foot ladder, and hang the title on the clothesline.
Homemade intercontinental title.
Yeah, and we would be climbing it, but we'd make sure we would do it when mom and dad weren't home.
Yeah, yeah.
And then one day, dad walked in on his cell phone, like, my kids are going crazy.
This is where it all started, in these hallways. Remember, there's like a little ramp in there, and I put my Bret Hart music on, and you know, pretend I'd smack the railings, and people thought it was weird.
When I graduated, and you know, everybody's getting their diploma and degree, and so it's like, this person's going to University of Montreal to be a doctor and engineer. When I walked up, they actually said one day he's going to become a world wrestling champion. That was what they said to the entire class, because this wasn't just like, hey, what am I going to do? It's like, no, I told the entire world that one day I'm going to be in the WWE.
When most teenagers were getting ready for university, Gurv and Harv had made different plans to travel coast to coast from BC to Newfoundland, trying to make a name for themselves in the indie wrestling circuit.
We do these
Northern Hell tours, where you would pack up canned tuna, craft dinner, load up as much food as you can in a hockey bag, because you're going up to northern Manitoba to wrestle
on Indian reservations.
Yeah.
So like basically it was a very infamous tour that takes place, and guys like Edge and Christian, who are WWE legends, have made famous. And basically you drive up in -72 weather off frozen lakes, because you can't get there during the summertime. The only time you can get to these reserves is during the wintertime, when the lakes freeze over.
These were like stories we had read in books, and all these WWE legends did these tours, and they're from Canada, and they made it. So we're like, you know what, if we do these tours, maybe we make it.
With over a decade of blood, sweat, tears, and no end in sight, the Sihra storyline remained uncertain, until they looked to their real-life heroes for inspiration.
You know, our father's a bus driver, and our mom works at a retail store, so it's just like, we don't have the most, but they're gonna do what they can to support us.
I'll never forget, my dad told me, don't be a number, be a name. He's like, when I retire and I'm gone, he's like, people are just gonna remember my bus driver number. They're not gonna remember me by name. He's like, be somebody that people are gonna remember you by name.
They continued to knock on doors. Eventually, their persistence paid off.
One day, you just wake up and there's an email and like, hey, we're bringing you guys down for a match with WWE. And hey man, we don't know if we're gonna get signed. We don't know if this is gonna happen ever again.
There's no guarantee.
But hey, we got to play for the big leagues at least once.
One of the best pieces of advice we ever got was from Edge, was like, just because you are here doesn't mean you've made it. And that's something we still keep in the back of our minds, is like, okay, we're here, we got a jersey on, but now what do we do to get to the next level?
As Gurv and Harv lived their childhood dream on the world stage, they stayed true to their roots.
We learned a lot from our dad, you know, just that hustle and wake up in the morning and, you know, put your working boots on, you know, and you earn your dollar. And even though what we do now is in the bright lights of WWE, we have the same mentality where we put our working boots on and go earn our dollar.
We stand for tassels. We stand for sparkle and shine. Yeah. We stand for charisma and personality.
Entertainment. We put the E in WWE.
Ooh, I like that one. Yeah. You make sure you get that one, Mr. Cameraman.
Yeah. We should walk out.
We should, you know what, this interview is over. Done. Cut it.